Yes. In yesterday's class, we are trying to discuss, right? So deadlock situation. So in morning session, we discussed inter-thread communication, and afternoon session, so we discussed about deadlock situation. Right? So in inter-thread communication, they might be a chance to ask different kind of questions. So just now I saw one question like producer consumer problem, right? So this is also same like yesterday's example, like depositing the amount and withdrawing the amount. So producer consumer problem is a producer means suppose if you take one kirana shop. So for that kirana shop, one person will come and he will distribute some products. So the kirana shop person will sell that product. The person who is bringing the items, that person is called producer. The person who is selling the items, that person is called consumer. Okay. Suppose producer is producing the data, consumer has to consume the data. So consume means you need to sell it. Producer means he has to generate the data, right? So for that situation, we need to write a program for that one. So I think you have this one in lab program also. So try to go through that one. So if you have any doubt, you just ask me, right? So go through this program once again. So this is also a very important question, producer consumer problem. So it is exactly like yesterday's program. So depositing the amount and withdrawing the amount, right? So one more question like thread priorities. So I hope you know how the thread priority will work, right? So we'll try to go through the previous question papers, and if required, we will discuss, right? So we'll continue with our topics, right? So we'll discuss our demo thread today. Right. So I'm requesting everybody, please go through the that means you have to try from your end. So once you prepare the concept, so take one paper and pen, try to write. So what you learn. So then only you will get the knowledge. So otherwise going through the notes, going through the video, so you cannot remember. So what you learn. So take a paper and try to write it. Then you will learn, right? So multi-threading, there are so many questions. So the questions might be in this area only, right? So where is that? Right. So we covered almost all the topics in a multi-threading concept. Please try to go through it. Prepare from your end. Okay. Right. So demon thread, we will try to discuss demon thread. So this is nothing great. So demon thread means a thread which will run at the back end. So a thread which will run at the back end to give the support to the front end threads. Suppose if you take your mobile, so you are opening so many apps. So consider every app is a thread. So every app is running some application, right? So to open that apps and closing that apps, so at the back end, some other threads are working. So those kind of threads are called daemon threads. So the threads which are running in the background are called daemon threads. So example, garbage collector. So garbage collector is also a one thread. So it will work at the back end. So when it will be called, so if there are no references for a particular memory, so it will come and it will clean up the memory. So that will work in a low priority. So it will not work on the highest priority. It will work on low priority. That means if no other threads are running, so that time, so it will come and it will clear the memory. Right. So garbage collector will work on mark and sweep algorithm. So we will discuss. So with one example, when we are discussing the finalized method. We'll discuss it. Right. So what is the purpose of main daemon thread? So purpose is to provide the support for non-daemon threads. Purpose is it will support non-daemon threads. So first, the threads which are running at the background are called daemon threads. So example for daemon thread is garbage collector. So why they are running at the background? So because they are giving the support for non-daemon threads. So the purpose is they are giving the support for non-daemon threads. Right. So actually these daemon threads will always run in a low priority. So all these daemon threads will run with a low priority. So if required, you can change the priority of daemon threads based on your interest. Right. So generally, daemon threads will run with a low priority. Right. So generally, daemon threads will run with a low priority if required. If required, you can change the priority. You can make it as a high priority also, no problem. So that is up to you. But daemon thread actually will run with a low priority. Right. So we can create daemon threads. So how to create a daemon thread or how to check whether the thread is a daemon thread or not. So we are having some methods, right? So first for checking whether the thread is a daemon thread or not, so you will create one thread. So after that you just verify whether the thread is daemon thread or not. So how to verify? So there is a method called isDaemon. So there is a method. The method name is isDaemon method. So by using this method, you can check whether the thread is daemon thread or not. Right. So we'll discuss with the example. Don't worry. So there is a method. Method name is isDaemon. So by using this method, you can check whether the thread is daemon thread or not. Is means if a method is starting with is means, so it will return boolean value either true or false. Right. So then if you want to create a thread as a daemon thread, then you can set daemon method is there. Set right. Set daemon. So for this you need to pass one boolean value, right? So if you set as a true, so it will work like a daemon thread. If you set as a false, it will work like a non-daemon thread, right? So you can change the daemon nature by using set daemon method. Okay, so there is one method isDaemon method to verify whether that is a daemon thread or not. So there is one more method. So to make a thread as a daemon thread or to make a thread as a non-daemon thread. So you can pass here true to set it as a daemon. You can pass here false to set it as a non-daemon. Right. Suppose you have created one daemon thread. So from that thread you created one more daemon thread. So daemon nature will be inherited from parent to child. Suppose main thread is not a daemon thread. Main thread is not at all daemon thread. If you create a thread, so whatever the thread is created, that is not a non-daemon. So inheritance. So if parent is daemon, automatically child will be daemon. That means once you created a thread as a daemon thread, after that by using that thread, if you are creating new thread, so the thread will be daemon thread. So daemon nature will be inherited from parent to child, right? So by default, a main thread is not a daemon thread, right? So and we cannot change the main thread daemon nature also. We will discuss why we cannot change the main thread daemon nature also, right? So daemon nature will be inherited from parent to child. If a parent is daemon thread, so the child is also daemon thread. If a parent is not daemon, while creating child also not daemon, you need to set it explicitly if required. Right. So we will see with one example. Right. So first I am creating one thread class. right? So I created one class, thread class, right? So I'm creating a main class. Instead of saving with it, right? So I'm creating a main class. Please concentrate. So in this I have main method, right? So first I will check which thread is executing, right? So I will check either that thread is demon thread or not by using isDemon method. So it will return a boolean value. I will store in a variable. So I will try to print that variable. Right. I'm printing that variable. So B. So I'm checking just I will print the thread name also. T dot get name. Right. So which thread is running and is that demon or not? So is this demon thread? Right. So nothing great in this program. So I have main class, main method. So inside the main method, I'm checking which thread is executing the main method. So generally main thread will execute it. So after that, I'm checking the nature. Is the main thread is demo thread or not? So I'm trying to print that nature. That's it. Right. So compile the code. So compile it. So current thread dot current thread. Sorry, that new key is not required here. Compile the code. So try to execute it. So now you will come to know main thread is executing. Main thread is this demon or not? So main thread is not a demon thread, right? Compile the code, execute the code. Is the main thread is demon? That is false, right? So main thread is not a demon thread. Now you created one thread class. So create a thread object. Then try to check the nature, right? So main thread is not demon thread. From the main thread, if you create one more thread, that is child thread. So who is creating the child thread? Main thread is creating the child thread. If main thread is not a non-demon thread, so child also not a non-demon. Right. So I'm trying to create object for that. Thread one, thread one, right? So I'm trying to check the nature. Okay, if you start the thread, if you don't start the thread, okay. If you want to start, you can start it. Now try to print println. So your thread name is TO, that is thread 1, right? So we are trying to print the nature. So how to print the nature is demon. Is demon or not? We are trying to print it. Right? So first thread is main thread. The main thread is not demon thread. So who is creating the child thread? Child thread is creating by the main thread. If the main thread is not demon thread, so automatically child also not a demon thread. So here you will get a result as a false. So compile the code, execute the code, you are getting false. So in both cases, so main thread is not daemon thread, child thread is also not a daemon thread. Now if you want, you can create the child as a daemon thread. So how to make it as a daemon thread? So if you want to make it as a daemon thread, you can apply a method set daemon method on top of TO reference, thread 1 reference, set daemon. So this is the method name. So for this method, you need to pass one boolean value. So that is true or false. So if I am passing true value, so the thread will become daemon thread. Right. So I am trying the nature. So now I will get the result as a true in this case. So save the file, compile the code, execute the code. So you are getting the result as a true. Right. So if you want to set the daemon nature, if you want to create a thread as a daemon thread, then you can apply set daemon method. To check the nature, whether the thread is daemon thread or not, you can use isDaemon method. Right. So before starting the thread only, you need to set the daemon nature. Once you started the thread, if you are trying to set the daemon nature, that is not possible. So if you want to set the daemon nature of a thread, you must set the daemon nature before starting the thread only. If you are trying to set the daemon nature after starting the thread, you will get the error illegal monitor state exception. Sorry, illegal thread state exception. Right. So you will get illegal thread state exception. I am trying to produce that error. So here I started the thread. After starting the thread, I am trying to set the nature, daemon nature, set daemon equal to true. Right. So in this case, what is happening? So clear the screen, compile the code, execute the code. So you are getting illegal thread state exception. So actually you saw this same exception when you start the thread two times, right? So you are not supposed to start a thread two times. If you are trying to start a thread, already started thread, if you are trying to start one more time, then you will get illegal thread state exception, right? In the same way here also, if you are trying to set the nature after starting the thread, so you will get this one, right? Right. So if you want to make it as a true, if you want to make it as a false, that is up to you, right? So if you set it as a false, it will be false on. Right. So any doubts here? Any doubts? Suppose main thread is a non-daemon thread. So by executing this program, you will understand a main thread is a non-daemon thread. So if you are trying to make the main thread as a non-daemon thread, what will happen? So your main thread reference is T. On top of T, you are trying to set the daemon nature. So what will happen? So main thread already started. Main thread means main thread is started by the JVM. Start method is called on top of the main thread. So after starting the thread, if you are trying to set the daemon nature, what will happen? Just now we saw. So we created one thread on top of that thread. So you set the daemon nature after starting the thread. You will get illegal thread state exception. In the same way, main thread is already started by the JVM. After starting the thread, you are trying to set the daemon nature, you will get the same error, illegal thread state exception. So I'm trying to compile it and I'm trying to execute it. Compile the code, execute the code, you are getting the error, illegal thread state exception. So it is impossible to change the daemon nature of main thread. It is impossible to change the daemon nature of the main thread. Why? Because the main thread is already started by the JVM. So it's not possible to change the daemon nature of the main thread. Important question, right? So all these are like a points only. Right. Then, so may daemon threads always will run with a low priority. So that is depending upon a operating system, right? So based on the thread scheduler. So we'll try with one example. Right. So in this example, so I will try to add one for loop and I will try to observe what will happen. See here. So you created main thread is executing your code. So all these things are not required. So I'm removing all these things. Right. So main thread is already there. So main thread created child thread. Main thread make the child thread as a daemon thread. Main thread started the child thread. So after that, main thread is executing remaining part of the code. Right. So remaining code is just to print hi. Next I am printing hi. Right. So while printing hi, so if you want, you can use that thread dot sleep. That is up to you. Right. So in this child thread, so I'm writing a method, run method. So inside this run method, I'm using for loop. So this one will print hello. Right. So now observe. So main thread priority is 5. Main thread created the child thread. So child thread priority also 5. Okay, both threads are having same priority. If you have doubt, you just print the child thread priority, right? System.out.println to.get priority. Right. So I'm just compiling and executing. See first 5 is there. That means child child thread priority also 5. So both are having same priority. So what I am telling in generally, if daemon thread is there, daemon thread will run in a low priority. Okay. So if you want to change the nature, you can change the nature. That means you can change the priority. If you want to run it in high priority, you can run it. But in this case, the child thread is created by the main thread, so the priority will be inherited, right? So that's why both threads are running with the same priority. Fine, right? So in this case, you are getting the irregular outputs. So first hi is printed 7 times, then hello is printed 1 time, then hello is printed 1 time, hello is printed 2. Observe here. So where is hello? Where is hi? So hi is here. So hi printed how many times? Hi printed total 9 times it is completed. 7 times, then 8, 9 times it is completed. Then what about this hi statement? Why hi is not executed 10 times? Observe here. So hi is printed 0, 1, 2 only. Why it is not printed? Remaining times why it is not printed? So now observe. I am commenting this line number 18. I am commenting. So I am changing the nature. I am not setting it as a daemon thread. So now it is a non-daemon thread. Child thread is also non-daemon thread. Now observe. So compile the code, execute the code. Now observe here. Hello, sorry, hi printed up to 9 times. Hello, hello printed up to 9 times. So in earlier case, hello is printed only 2 times only. In earlier case, the thread is a daemon thread. In this case, the thread is a non-daemon thread. So what is happening at the back end? So daemon threads will be terminated once the main thread is terminated. Once the main thread means once the non-daemon thread is terminated, once the last non-daemon thread is terminated, last non-daemon thread means main thread. Once the main thread is terminated, so remaining all non-daemon threads will be terminated. So it won't execute the remaining task, right? So once again, once the last non-daemon thread is terminated, automatically every daemon thread will be terminated. So what is the meaning? So who is the last non-daemon thread? Last non-daemon thread means main thread. Okay, if my main thread is completed the task, if main thread is completed the task 10 times, by that time the child thread is not completed the task, so the child thread will be terminated. So whatever up to it was completed. Right. Any doubts here? Any doubts? So daemon threads will run in a low priority. Okay, if you observe here, so I am making this thread as a daemon thread. So child thread, I am making it as a daemon thread. So in this case, both the threads are having same priority. Both the threads are having same priority. So which one will execute first? We don't know. But in generally, daemon threads will run in a low priority. So that means if you execute the program, so there is a high chance to complete the main thread. There is a low chance to complete the daemon thread. So I'm compiling and executing the program, compiling and executing the program. See here, right? Hi statement executed 9 times. Hello statement also executed 9 times. So I commented, all right. Next time, here also it is printed. Here also, here also. So that will be based on scheduler only. Right. So if you take first scenario, right? See in this case, so hello statement is printed only 5 times only, but high thread is completed every time 9. So this case 9, and earlier case also 9. So if you take any case, so main thread will be completing the task. The child thread will complete. It will not complete based on the thread scheduler. Right. Hello is 9 times. Hello is 8 times only here. But high is 9 times. So high is 9 times means main thread is completing every time main thread is completing the task. Child thread is unable to complete sometimes. So why it is unable to complete it sometimes? Because it is running in low priority. So if it is running, that means main thread is getting highest priority compared with the child thread, right? So sometimes it is unable to complete the task. Child thread is unable to complete the task. If the main thread is closing, so automatically child thread is also closing. Why it is closing? So that is written as part of the JVM code. If the non-daemon thread is last non-daemon thread is completed the task, remaining all daemon threads will terminate it. So without completing the task, right? I hope you are getting the point. So in this case, if you comment this line, so both threads will be complete the task. So if you have doubt, so I will add one sleep statement, right? I'm adding 100 only. Right? So same line I will add here. So here I will make 1000. So main thread while printing the data, it will wait 100 milliseconds. Child thread while printing the data, it will wait 1 second, 1000 milliseconds. Right. So now observe, if this is a daemon thread, what will happen? If it is a non-daemon thread, what will happen? So suppose if it is a non-daemon thread, so both are non-daemon threads, both are non-daemon thread, both are having same priority, both will complete the task. Okay. both will complete the task. Observe here, right? So first hi thread is printing 8 times. Yeah. Both the threads are completed the task. So 9, 10 times, total 10 times, and total 10 times. Both are printed. Now, if you make one thread as a daemon thread, then observe here. So if it is a daemon thread, so anyhow it will run at the back end low priority. So it is running with a low priority. By this time, the main thread will complete the task. After completing the task, if the main thread is terminated, so this is the daemon thread, the daemon thread will also terminated. So by that time, if it is complete the task, if don't complete the task, that will be terminated only. Right. So compiling the code, executing the code, observe here, main thread is printed this data, right? So it was printed 9 times. So by that time, child thread is completed only one time only. So main thread completed the task. So main thread is terminated, automatically demo thread also terminated. So that is the point, right? So we will try to complete the threads concept with this topic. Any doubts up to here? Do you have any doubts in multi-threading?